get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from round.
Head coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Go orange. Orange. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hurry up.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw, Rivers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me, and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
Hurry up, load it.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5-4.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers being chased out left. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Gun!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go. Red. 5-4. Hey, 7-1.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action. Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the tie.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
To Vecchio now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
A second down throw for Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red. Back, Green 80.
Play action now. Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun! Hot!
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And again, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over and got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go. Wait. Okay.
Rivers on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Rivers now from the 50. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2nd down, Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Rivers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll go on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. First down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gun!
Second down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Leopard!
A give. This is Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Leopard! Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey,
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. One last shot now for Rivers. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.